Good morning, students. This lesson is for class 3 for the subject of mathematics. Through this topic, today we will be revising chapter number 5, which is division. So I hope you all must have learned tables in dodging form, which are must for doing the questions based on division. So children, I will explain you the questions and then you will be doing this division. So in question number 1, as you can see, we have to write down two division facts for the given multiplication facts. Now what is a multiplication facts? When two numbers are multiplied and the product is given to you. For example, 7 into 9 is equal to 63. That means the product of 7 and 9 is given to us as 63. This is a multiplication fact. Now, when we have to write down the division fact, what is the option? What we do? The product, that is 63 divided by the first number, which is 7, and the answer comes out to be 9. Similarly, the second fact will be the product, that is 63 divided by 9 will gives us 7. You need not to show the division, only write the division fact. And similarly, solve for 9 into 5 is equal to 45. In question number 2, you have to solve the following division questions which we have already studied and which we have already practiced. So in the A part, it is a two-digit number, that is 86 divided by 7. Then we have 380 divided by 5. So children, just think and divide and get the answer. C part is 861 divided by 7. So 861 is the dividend, 7 is the divisor. Put the dividend in box, write the divisor and then divide accordingly. And D part is 467 divided by 9. So think, when the divisor is smaller than the highest number of the dividend, you have to join the digits. You have to combine the digits and then solve accordingly. Fine. And in E part, we have 6763 divided by 5. And in the F part, we have 5246 divided by 6. So wherever is the need of the combining the digits, combine and then solve accordingly. Write the quotient as well as the remainder. Okay. So moving on to question number 3 now, where you have to fill in the blanks. Children, this is the division by 10, 100 and 1000. For example, 880 is to be divided by 10. So 10 is having 1 0, 880 is having 1 0. So we can cancel 1 0 from both the sides, and then 88 divided by 1 is 88. Similarly, when a number is divided by 100, see here 700 divided by 100. Two zeros on both sides can be cut off, can be striked off. So 7 divided by 1 is equal to 7. Similarly, when 9000 is divided by 1000, three zeros on both sides can be cut and 9 divided by 1 is equal to 9. So it is very simple to divide with the number having zeros in them. Okay. Now moving on to question number 4. Without actual division, you have to write down the quotient and remainder for the following questions. Now, as you can see in the A part, the first part is showing 586 divided by 10. Now, just recall, when any number is divided by 10, the remainder is always the number at the ones place. So here, 6 is the remainder and 58 is the quotient. So you need not to solve here the question. Just recall that when any number is divided by 10, the quotient, the remainder is the ones place and other digits are the quotient. Similarly, this is a rule. When we divide any number by 100, the number at the ones, the digit at the ones and tens place is the remainder and rest is the quotient. And when there is a division by 100, again the number at the ones and tens place is the remainder and rest left will be the quotient. And when we divide any number by 1000, again the numbers, the digits at the ones, tens and hundreds place will be the remainder and rest will be the quotient. So just write down, and without doing the actual division, write down the quotient and the remainder. Moving on to the story sums, they are the word problems which are based on the division, and here you need to understand the statement and then write down the accurate statement for the given problem. I'm going to read it for you. 860 balls are to be packed into packets of 8 each. The number of balls are 860 and they are to be packed into packets of 8 each. That means how many balls in one packet? There are 8. So we have to write down how many packets can be made. So it will be taken out by dividing 860 by 8. And if some remainder is left at the last, that will be the number of balls which will be left behind. So solve them. B part, 440 books are to be divided equally into 4 shelves. So as you might have seen in the library, the books are there and they are divided into shelves. So here, according to this question, the number of books are 440 and they have to be divided. They have to be kept equally into how many shelves? 4 shelves. So that means 440 will be divided by 4, and whatever quotient will come there, that will be the number of books in each shelf. In the C part, the question is 175 men were to be divided into 5 equal teams. Number of men are 175 and number of teams to be made are 5. So how many men will each team have? When divided word is there, that means equal division. So divide 175 by 5 and then get the answer. That will be the answer for the men in each team. So solve them. Now moving on to the mental maths question, where we have to fill in the given statements. Number 1, if 11 into 5 is equal to 55. Now children, this is a multiplication fact and you know that in the multiplication fact, what are the answers? So 55 divided by 5 is equal to dash. So whichever number is not here, write down that digit. That means here we have seen the product divided by the second number, the answer will be the first number. Fine. So now second part, if 2436 is divided by 10, as we have done right now, when any number is divided by 10, the remainder is the digit at the ones place and rest is the quotient. Number 3, if 8200, that is 8200 is divided by 1000, the quotient is, when any number is divided by 1000, the remainder is the number at the ones, tens and hundreds place. So what will be the quotient here? Write down. And in fourth part, remainder is always dash than the divisor. Now we have solved many division questions. Remainder is always more or less than the divisor. And in the fifth part, if 5960 is divided by 100, this is the division by 100, what will be the remainder? When any number is divided by 100, the remainder is the number, the digit at the ones and tens place. So here I have made you to arrive at the answers. Now please do this revision yourself after doing the chapter 5 completely. Thank you, students.